Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. You know what time it is. It is time for Stella. I hope you all have a good drink with you all. I need you all to have a good drink for me. I know you all follow. So you already know. But if you don't follow, I'm going to tell you real quick. My profession is accounting. I work for the good old government, and it is our fiscal year close. And when I tell you this week has been a week. It's only once a year, so I don't complain too much, but it still is stressful. It's very stressful. So I need a drink. I had all good intentions of having me a good old tequila and orange juice with a splash of cran mango. Ooh, it sounds so good. But I still have more work to do, you all. So I'm not going to keep you long. I'll probably be here a good hour, have a good time with you all because I need this release. I need this fun. This is so much fun for me. We're going to have a good time. I have my good old trusty water bottle tonight, but I will have some tequila after I finish doing all the work I need to do. But you know what time it is. Let me know what you're drinking. I hope somebody is having a good old drink for your girl because I really need one. Hey, Andrew. Thank you. Hey, Miguel. So I hope everyone is having a good old drink. We're going to have a good old time. I have some good old shadiness to say about the shows, and I want to know if you all agree with me or not. So without further ado, let's get the formalities out the way so we can get started. Up first, if you're in here, go ahead and hit the like button for me. I appreciate it. Your girl is on a journey to 1,000 subscribers. I am almost there. If you enjoyed the content, please subscribe to Kiss My Cheeks TV. All right, let's go ahead. Oh, you got what you say? A cold drink of root beer. I'm not mad at it. I was gonna grab a Coke because I do like a good Coke or a cherry Coke. Hey, Dabu, just for the caffeine of it all. But then I was like, no, I went to my favorite bakery out here in Memphis. It's called Frost Bake Shop. They have one out in Lakeland now if you're in the Memphis area. And I got me some lemon cupcakes and some lemon cookies. So I did treat myself to some sweets. So I said no to the pops. So I'm drinking my good old water. Let's get into Survivor first because I feel like Survivor is the easiest one I want to talk about because, oh, do I have some stuff to say about the challenge. Okay, Survivor 43. Y'all trying it with these beg me beads, beg for beads. Survivor 43. I'm trying to decide if I like the bumblebees, broccoli, and butterflies better than begging for beads. Because the way it went down on the yellow team, it officially pissed me off. And then I had to be like, Angie, you not in the game. Why do you care? None of these people are about to give you a percentage of $1 million. Why do you care so much? Because I'm that much of a fan of the game. I couldn't believe what I saw go down. So let's pick it up where it dropped off. I don't care nothing about the blue team and Cassidy talking to Ryan and Gio for that vote. Who cares? I'm going to get to reading the blue team at the end of this. Let's get to the yellow team. The yellow team finally, a good pina colada. Oh, you're craving that, Andrew. See, I thought you had a good pina colada. The yellow team is the only team that doesn't have their beg for beads item. So Janine and Ellie are out searching for it. Ellie finds it and it's covered in ants. I mean, hundreds of ants. Like she's reading it and shaking off ants. Production, you're showing yourself. Because Carla found her beg for beads idol deep in a tree or up on top of a tree. Janine found hers deep in a tree covered in ants. But Cody found his like this, all shiny on top too. Like here it is right here on top of a log. I'm like, okay, production, I see you. I ain't gonna ever forget. I'm never gonna forget. But anyway, Janine ran off, told Ellie, look, girl, I found the bag for beads idol. Come read it with me. They reading it. They know they got to beg for beads. And they like, look, out of everybody, we can't tell Owen. We not going to tell him ish. I'm trying not to curse this week. I'm going to try my best. We not telling him ish about the beg for beads item. And guess who walked up and heard everything they said? Owen. And I'm like, look at y'all. Look at y'all just talking all loud and stuff. And so Owen is like, well, what's going on? What can't you tell me? And it was like, nothing. And they're like, oh, what's that piece of paper in your hand? Oh, it's nothing. Like, come on. Come on. You got to be quick on your feet. You got to have your lie ready to go at home. You're supposed to already have a couple of lies ready to go before you even get on the show if you get caught up in something. Because the only pieces of paper on the island are advantages. But anyway, they're like, oh, it ain't nothing. And then finally they was like, look, come here. We're going to tell you the truth. It's the beg for beads idol. Can we have your beads? First person I'm mad at is Owen. Owen is like, I don't really trust them, but I do kind of want to try to trust them. So I'm going to give him my beads. But I really don't want Janine to have an idol, but she can have my beads. You can have all of them, girl. I said, okay, Owen, you just want to get in where you fit in, whatever. So the next person, and it's not even Ellie's idol, but she go run and tell Sammie, Sammie, guess what? We found the beg for beads idol. Can we have your beads? And Sammie is for sure like, I don't want to work with them. I don't trust them. But yeah, you can have my beads. I'm like, where in the book of common sense does that make sense? Where do we find that? You don't want them to have an idol, but they can have your beads that will help them get an idol. All right, Sammie. Now, what really made me mad is Gabler is the only one on the team that doesn't know about the begging for beads. And I'm telling you, Janine had the easiest get beads out there. Like, she didn't really have to beg too hard. I think it probably took her a good 5 minutes and she had her idol. She go up to Gabler. Gabler, everybody gave me their beads. I want to make a bracelet so I can remember everybody out here when I get back home. And Gabler has a packet of beads. And he was like, yeah, I wanted to make some bracelets for my daughters, whatever. You can have these 2 little beads right here. Go on here, girl. And she was like, oh, but I really like that big yellow one. I really want that big yellow one. Now, tick, tick, tick. Gabler, that your thinking cap should have went off. Why do you need the big yellow one? And he's like, oh, I really want to save that one for my daughter. At this moment, Sammie is in the background like, ooh, I really don't think she gonna get it because Gabler love his daughters. He ain't gonna give her the idol. He ain't gonna give her that bead. And the next thing you know, Gabler like, well, yeah, you can have the yellow one. Go ahead. And so Sammie is now pissed off because he's like, oh, I thought Gabler would be the one to stop her from getting the idol. So he go tell Gabler down on the beach, like, Gabler, you gave her the bead. Now she got an idol. And I'm like, why are you yelling at him? He was the only one giving in the blind. You and Owen knew exactly what you were doing when y'all could have said no. Y'all could have said, B, you ain't getting no idol out of me. I guess you're not going to have a vote or an idol because if I can't have an idol, can't nobody have one. That would have been Angie. And that's probably why Angie ain't gonna never win no competition reality show. But that would have been me. Like, what I look like giving you an idol? Are you gonna use it for me? No, that's gonna be your idol, and you might use it on Ellie. We really don't know, but you damn sure ain't gonna use it for me. So you can't have one. You ain't getting my beads. I couldn't believe how easily the yellow team gave up their beads, knowing what the power was, and then had the audacity to get upset with Gabler when he didn't know anything about it. And now Gabler and Sammie like, oh, now Janine got an idol. Man, I'm like, dummies. I couldn't believe it. What y'all feel about the yellow team giving away all their beads? Very excited to talk about these episodes. They were both really good. I was a little more disappointed in Survivor. The challenge, I can't wait for the challenge. Hey, Charles. I want to know what Charles think about the yellow team giving away all their beads. What did Sandra say? As long as it's not me, Angie. But it could be you if your other person have. I don't know. I don't feel like as long as it's not me. I'm a very, how can I say this without sounding immature? I'm very much, especially in competition. If I don't have an idol, I don't want you to have one either. Like, if it ain't my ride or die, and mind you, I'm not ride or dying with no strangers that I just met 10 days ago. But if it's not my ride or die, I don't want you to have an idol. I'd rather you sit up without a vote. That way I really know it ain't gonna be me because you can't even vote for me. But I don't know. I wouldn't have gave it to her. That's just how I feel. Agreed. Both were good episodes, yeah. It couldn't be me. I would have said, oh well. It would have been, I would have been like, you can't have my beads, girl. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I'd be like, you can give me the beads and I can have an idol, but I'm not giving you my beads. Like, nobody would have an idol. Nobody would have a damn idol on the yellow team. Period. Exactly, Angie. I'm right. You're giving her the upper hand to use against you. Not me, not for my $1 million. But oh well. Let's move past the yellow team. Let's get on to the combined reward immunity challenge. It wasn't too much to it. More relay race. Was it a puzzle? It wasn't a puzzle. It was skeet ball. I love some good skeet ball. Whenever I take my niece and nephew anywhere with the video game machines, I be like, give me y'all card, let me go play skeet ball. Y'all go play something else. So I would have done good at that challenge because I like rolling the ball up the hill like that. So anyway, the one part I want to point out that I thought was extremely badass is Noelle. Now I know she don't want to be looked at as handicapped or have a disability. Mind you, girl, you doing shit better than me, and I got two legs. The way Noelle hopped up that net, hopped through that tic-tac-toe thing on one leg, I was like, girl, you doing it. I said, you doing it, Noelle. You are doing it. Some people weren't doing that good with two legs. I'm gonna give Noelle her props right there. She be doing it in these challenges. Now the red team wins. They did they skeet balls first. Then let's debate. Ryan says he threw the challenge because he wanted to vote Chastity out. So he knocked all his balls down. I don't know if Ryan actually threw the challenge because he thought he was about to have some genius strategy move, or he accidentally knocked all his balls down and back in the confessionals, when they do their confessionals in the little woods, he gonna make it up to save face. Oh, I was trying to vote out Chastity anyway. I don't know. What y'all think? Did he throw it or did he trying to save face on camera? Because remember, Ryan was the one who couldn't knock them sandbags down either. That week they had to knock all them sandbags or knock all them blocks down with sandbags. He couldn't knock them blocks down for nothing. I don't know, Ryan. They said last night on the spaces you got popcorn muscles. I don't know. But whatever the case, the blue team lost. So we really didn't see that much of the red team this week. We saw a little bit of Jesse. Let's go ahead and get that roll your boat over to risk your vote or whatever out the way. Then we can get into tribal council and Ryan's very bad acting. Like, sir, Hollywood is not calling. Hollywood is not calling, Ryan. Whatever you doing right now, don't give up your day job thinking you about to go be an actor somewhere. No, sir. But anyway, she is making them look lazy. Noelle she's really good. Is she on my fantasy team? I can't remember. Why throw a challenge? I'm not risking my safety even if I feel safe. And we saw Ryan get egg on his face when he clearly wasn't in the minority. I agree. Why throw a challenge? Because it seems like if he did throw the challenge, he made that decision all on his own, because he would have clearly known Chastity wasn't going to be the vote if he would have talked to Carla or James, because they would have told his ass, you better not throw it, and they wouldn't have let him be the ball roller. So I'm going to go with part two. I think he actually messed up and knocked all the balls down, and then he went to the confessional and said, yeah, I was throwing it. So yeah, that makes very good sense, because if he would have discussed that with his team beforehand, they wouldn't have put him in that position. Okay, I got Noelle. Okay, I'm happy I got Noelle. I'm feeling good about her. Okay, so they have to send people off to row a boat to go risk their vote or not risk their vote. As soon as they get in the boat, Geo is talking about, ooh, I'm at the bottom of my tribe, y'all. I might need to get me advantage. I'm risking my vote. I'm just telling y'all up front. And I'm like, sir, you are not Noelle. Ain't nobody about to just give you an advantage. No, sir. No, sir. And I love that everybody risked their vote. Sorry for y'all who didn't get it and you lost your vote. But I don't like that. Have pity for me. I'm at the bottom. Because, see, we already saw what happened when Noelle did that. Noelle was like, oh, have pity for me. I'm at the bottom. And then what happened? She done voted NECA out, and the red team ain't lost since. The red team has not lost since. So no, Geo, we are not about to feel bad for you. We all risking this vote, and if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. Now we all know everybody risked, and Geo got it. But I'm gonna get to him later. Everybody goes back to their tribes. Everybody tells their tribes they lost their vote. It was Jesse and Janine. I'm not mad at Janine for risking her vote, because she has an idol. So even if she loses her vote and they want to do something slick and be like, oh, we gonna vote you out. Oh well, I ain't going home. I got an idol. Y'all gave me y'all beads. I don't know what to tell you. Shouldn't have gave me your beads. I have to stop being mad about that. It's not my beads. I'm so mad they gave away their beads. I gotta let it go. I gotta let it go. I'd rather be safe. Oh, I already read that. People always change history in the confessionals afterwards. You right, Charles. You right. Because I threw the challenge. Okay, Ryan. We see you. Now, Jesse, I don't think Jesse needed to risk his vote. He's in a good position. No, he's not in a good position. You already pissed Dwight off the last time by voting out. I forgot who they voted out, but Dwight got blindsided. They've been gone so long, I forgot their name. So Dwight is more with Noelle. All you have is Cody, and Cody has an idol, and I don't think Cody gonna use that idol on you. So Jesse didn't really need to risk his vote, because they don't know next week is the merge. So to me, I wouldn't. If I was Jesse, I wouldn't have risked. But I'm not mad at Janine for risking hers, because she got some guaranteed safety over there. But Gio, he think he the big man on campus. He was risking his vote, even though it didn't matter if he risked or not, because he in a minority over there on the blue tribe. Hey Vita, hey Vontae, you finally made it back. Welcome back. I guess I see you over on Twitter. We cut up over there too. I was shocked Noelle didn't use her still a vote. Great gameplay though. NECA was going home. Bye, girl. That was great gameplay. I don't know what she gonna do with it in the merge. It's way too many people in the merge. Told you Dwight was gay when he said that. I must have been scrolling through Instagram when he said that. I didn't see him say he was gay, but it doesn't matter. He gets on my last nerve. I like Dwight. Still crying because Jesse didn't want to do what he wanted. I missed that whole part of the episode. When was Dwight worried about what Jesse was doing? I missed that. Ryan was doing... Ryan, let's go ahead and jump over to the blue tribe. So Geo comes back from the row your boat advantage. And he telling everybody, look, I ain't risk my vote. I don't know what to tell you. We going to tribal council tonight. Gio, you should have left it right there. Whenever people get the ask me idol, that's what I call it, when you got to go to tribal council and ask somebody if they got an idol or not. Whenever people have the ask me idol and they tell a single soul that they have it, they go home. Now, they don't go as home as early as Gio went home, but the only time that piece of paper, that advantage, can have any power, it has to be a complete secret. You cannot tell your ride or die. I don't care if your mama out there with you in the game. You can't tell nobody that you have the ask me idol. As soon as you do, the power is gone. And we see it this week. Now we're going to discuss if we think Carla should have flipped the vote to Gio or not. Should it have stayed on Ryan? Let's go ahead and discuss that now. We ain't got to get all into tribal council. Gio went home. The people on the chopping block were Ryan and Gio. Let's do Ryan first. Ryan claims he threw the challenge and he's telling people, go ahead and vote me out. I can go home. I don't need $1 million. Go ahead and do it. You know, I lost the challenge. Might as well vote me out. Now, here is the pro to voting out Ryan. He may have popcorn muscles. He may not. He might get over there to the merge and sweep those individual immunity challenges. We don't know. But Ryan is he's a complete dummy. He's a complete dummy. The way he played this whole week, I'm like, sir, have you ever watched this show? You clearly don't know what you're doing. No one goes around telling people, vote for me, I lost the challenge. I don't mind if you vote for me to go home. I don't want you to be on the other side of the vote. I know it's going to be me. Go ahead and vote for me. And then he's telling Carla, I'm a good actor. I know I might go to Hollywood after this. And Carla is the actress. Carla is the actress. I love Carla. Charles, tell me if Carla on my team or not, because I really like Carla and I hope she on my fantasy team. But Carla is like, go ahead, Ryan, you doing a good job acting. Go ahead and keep it up, because we don't want you to let anybody know you faking. Go ahead and keep acting. I couldn't take it. I couldn't take it. Ryan, damn it. Charles has Carla. Damn it. I think she might win the game. If she can make it 2 weeks in the merge, she could win this game. But that damn James and Carla. I like James and Carla. James is giving him a hooray, you did something. He's like, James, not too much. Remember, you're mad at me. Don't give me too much. And I'm like, I am cracking up at the TV. I am cracking up at the foolishness. So let's jump over to Gio real quick. Then I promise I'll come back to your comments. Gio going home. Well, Gio went home. I see both sides of the coin on Gio. I feel like, yes, Carla, you are the only one that has an idol over there on the blue team right now. But y'all getting ready to merge soon. Y'all got to feel the merge coming on, at least one more vote as a tribe, then merge, at least. Carla, you could have, especially if Gio trusts you that much, you could have done some investigating, because you are the only one on your tribe that knows about begging for beads, and found out who on the other teams were begging for beads, and then tell Gio, look, so-and-so on Janine got an idol, Cody got a hat idol. When we get to tribal council, go ahead and snatch the hat up off of Cody. Click, easy. Carla could have used Gio, but then Gio has an idol. But then Gio could have been your number one, Carla. I don't know. Put it in the chat. Do you think they should have let go of Ryan, or did they do a good job letting go of Gio, like Gio had to go? I can see pros and cons both ways. I can see it both ways. But Who went home? Ryan went home. Gio went home. It was a great blindside. His reaction, his facial reaction was everything. I love a good blindside. Ryan's facial reaction was everything because Ryan really thought he was about to get an Oscar for the acting that he was doing. Amazing. I think Gio was an unnecessary vote. I don't think Gio would have ever took Carla's idol if he found out Carla had it, but you don't want him to have one too because you just never know. I don't know. I hate that damn Ask Me idol anyway. I hate it. Mm. I love this little water bottle because the water stays cold. Oh, it stay cold. Charles said both of them can go home. Well, I ain't too much worried about it because I feel like Ryan is a clear early merge boot. I don't see them letting Ryan stick around for too long. So he might go home next week. They should have done Gio. He could easily betray her. He could have because Gio was playing really hard. Plus, we've already seen he's overly power hungry. Agreed. So he would do anything. Agreed. And Ryan is dumb. So you can easily control Ryan. Cause what else he about to go do? I don't see him being smart enough to go to the yellow team and get in where he fit in. Like, yeah, you could do Ryan anytime. Gio was delusional. It was his time. I mean, Omar kept Marianne last season thinking he could use you right, Miguel. Use her advantage for his benefit, and he ended up going home by her. But who knows? Maybe Gio would have stayed loyal. You're right, Miguel. People, when it's $1 million on the line, people not about to use their advantage for you. You right. Let me scroll back up so I can see what I missed, and then we're gonna jump into the challenge. But Survivor, great episode. I had a good time watching Survivor. I was angry at first. I'm happy to ask me. CBS, Survivor 44, 45, 46, however many more seasons y'all gonna have. Please get rid of that Ask Me idol. I hate it. We've never seen it. Go ahead. Why are we still rolling the dice with these shots in the dark? Go ahead and let that stuff go. We have not seen that stuff be successful. It is a waste of our viewership time. Come up with a better, just go ahead and give people an idol. Or at least do something like y'all did last season with, oh girl, what was her name? It wasn't Dominique. I forgot the girl name, but I liked her. I'm just, no disrespect. I'm just bad at names in my memory. I'm old. I'm getting older. I'm not old. I'm just getting older. My memory is bad. But old girl stuck her hand in that paint. That was exciting. Like, do something like that. This is not, it's not very exciting this evening. Hey, Dr. Ivy, did I say hi to you? James is about to be mad as hell. Noelle lied. Oh, yes. Oh, at the merge, Noelle lied. Yep, to get that advantage and turned her whole team around. That red team has not lost since. See, that's what you get for being nice, James. And was it Owen who went? Y'all were too nice. Y'all were too nice. Y'all need to come over here and watch Kiss My Cheeks TV. I will help you be a little bit more savage in the game of Survivor. Don't do nothing nice for nobody for $1 million. We all risking our votes over here. We all risking. I don't give a damn what you're doing over at your tribe. But anyway, Dwight called Jesse's island wife. A straight man would never be called another man's wife. Charles, it is 2022. Some men are not that sensitive with their sexuality. I don't know. I don't know if the man is gay or not. I don't care. All I know is he's from Memphis, so I'm representing Memphis. Plus, I know my people when I see them. At this point, production don't bring back. I just said that, Miguel. Yep, don't bring that back no more. None of these people. Right. Nobody listens. And it's called knowledge is power. When you tell somebody about the Ask Me idol, you're giving them your power because now they know how to work against you. And then what makes you even more dumb, Gio? And I said I was gonna stop calling people dummies, but don't take it personal. What makes you even more dumb is you saw season 41 and season 42. You know that people who have told about this Ask Me idol, that's the weakness of it. So it's like you went in there knowing not to tell nobody and you told anyway. And then you ain't even smart enough to know Carla ain't in your alliance. Let me move on. Let me move on. Y'all stuck on Dwight. Don't let Charles pull y'all into that. Carla is everybody's winner pick. Damn, why didn't I pick Carla for my fantasy team? I forgot. I hope the next few episodes are interesting now that we're going to merge. As of now, I'm not really rooting for anyone besides Carla. Not for sure if they're just lackluster or if it's because of production. Look, I can tell you right now, because we talked about this on the Twitter space. I'm not rooting for anybody but Carla and James. They're the only two in this game right now that have common sense to me. That whole yellow team pissed me off, giving Janine all them beads. The red team, I still like Jesse. Oh, and I like Dwight, Memphis, hometown. So I'm going to pull for Jesse, Dwight, Carla, and James. That's it. That's it. And that's all I care about. But let's jump over to what's the other show we about to talk about? Andrew, you reminded me. Let's get into the challenge. If you're just now getting in, I told you all, I don't have my tequila. I have my good old water because as soon as I turn this down, I have to get back to work. So I can't be messing up these people numbers at the end of the year. So I'm going to drink tomorrow. Don't worry. I'm going to get enough to drink this weekend, just not tonight. Let me read these last few comments. Then we're going to get into the challenge, Andrew, because I'm about to read Nany down. Hey, Stormy. I do think Gio would have used the Ask Me idol properly, though, had he stayed. I don't think so because he told Carla about it. And Carla could have blocked him. I don't know. The only way you can use that Ask Me idol properly is if you keep it a complete secret. Until I see somebody get it and not tell a single soul, I'm going to say, oh, they can ready to go home. Just go back to old Survivor. I agree. At least take away 50% of the advantages. And can people please find a idol and just have it? I don't think I like begging for beads or butterflies, broccoli, and bumblebees. I'd rather you just find your idol and it's yours. I don't like all these. I got to do something and lose my vote and then I get an idol. I don't like all that. Yeah, they got called red-handed. Oh, yeah, the red-handed advantage. I like that. Dip your hand in the paint. I like that one. Make them fight for the survival and outsmart people. I agree. Because now the strategy is too much. We're going to get into Turbo because y'all might not agree with what I have to say about Turbo. Angie, Nany made the dumbest mistake this episode, taking out Turbo. Why take out an ally that wouldn't have taken you out? Look, I'm going to tell y'all why. I also want to read Emmy down because how you going to quit when you decide to go home? Look, let me tell you. Let's go ahead. Let me change the background. Let's go ahead and get into the challenge because I don't have nothing else to say about Survivor. The challenge. I see what y'all doing, production. I see what you're doing. Now, before I be mean, Nany, you have my condolences. It's very hard. I can't imagine. I don't want to imagine losing my mother. So my heart goes out to you, Nany, for that. And I want to say that in the beginning. And I want to say this, Nany, any other challengers that may come across this video. What I say is for entertainment purposes only. I don't know y'all people. And I ain't trying to run down on you. I'm going off of what I see on the TV show. I ain't going off of the secret clips that hit the editing room floor. If I ain't see it, I don't know what happened. So I'm about to read Nany about what I just saw today on the TV and what I think that's going to happen. Every screenshot of people talking about Nany is about, oh, Nany deserves to win. She should have been a champion. She just lost her mom. My mission is to help Nany finally get a championship. I'm like, wait, hold up, hold up, hold up. It's a lot of people in this game that I can name, and my memory is very bad. I could probably name 5 people that are way better competitors than Nany that deserve to be champions. And off the top of my head is Leroy. Nany is a bad challenger. I mean, she ain't a complete layup, but she is not like a beast of a challenger who just can't quite win. Like, no, she loses eliminations all the time. She half the time in the beginning, she was more focused on hooking up with who she could hook up with than being good in the daily. She always needed a partner. She's always needed somebody to help her to make it any kind of way far in the game. Y'all done gave her bananas, her ride or die. She got her girlfriend, got to come back. I don't believe Emmy. Look. Emmy and Nam just came in. They were alternates because I believe a ton of people got COVID. A ton of people caught COVID. They had to stop production, go back into quarantine. I believe Casey and her brother didn't get cleared in time for when they started filming again. To me, they should have had to stay at home. You got to stay at home. You don't get to come back a few days later. Angie, don't get upset. Don't get upset. You don't know these people. You don't know these people. But I'm saying all this to say this. The very first challenge they did, all you had to do was know how to add up your birthdays, multiply your name, and go jump into a mud pit and find some bubble balls and put your answer up there. The challenge was not that hard. What do you mean the challenge was so hard I have to quit? That girl did not quit. They said, look, just hold the spot right quick for Casey and her brother. Oh, Casey and her brother cleared. Okay, go ahead and go back home, Nam and Emmy. You can come back next season. How much you want to bet they be back next season? How much you want to bet? So I don't believe Emmy quit. I believe this game is set up for Nany to win. We were so excited. Oh, the rookies got some numbers. The rookies. But now all of a sudden, we bring the bananas back. We know Jordan and Anissa coming back. Vets. We know Darrell and Veronica are coming. Why? Why Darrell and Veronica couldn't start at the beginning of the show? Why they need all these weeks off? Why? Because Veronica asked would have went home. So they're bringing in all these people to help out the vets. And I don't think it's fair. I feel like if you can't start at the beginning of the game, you don't get to come jump in a couple of episodes down the line. Unless you're a mercenary. Now, if Jordan and Anissa jump in as a mercenary and you win your way into the game, that's different. But I don't like all these, we sending, I just don't, it seems like a setup from the beginning. Now, I said all of that to say this. The season is good. And I don't know if Charles is still in the chat. I know Charles is kind of like, I'm done with the challenge. Episode 1 and episode 2 are good. This is 38, y'all got me. 38, y'all got me. This is a good season. Now, let me roll through the comments because I don't want to jump too far ahead before I have to jump too far back. Dom is the unluckiest competitor. I tweeted that. I was like, every time, if I was Nam, I wouldn't answer MTV's phone call no more. Unless they pay him like $10,000 just to fly out here. Because every time he comes, he goes right back home. He goes right back home. I'm like, Nam, just going back over there to Ninja Warrior, Ultimate Beast Fest, whatever you was doing. Charles said they got a little bit of, what's that weightlifting or that exercise everybody doing? CrossFit. Gone to the CrossFit games. The challenge not for you, Nam. The challenge is not for you. I agree. I don't think Casey and her brother should be allowed to come back, but I'll tell you why they brought them back: to help preserve Nany. Because Casey wins a lot of dailies, and if Casey wins a daily, guess who's not going to be one of the 4? Nany and Bananas. They're bringing in people to help the vets. I don't like it. The challenge is officially rigged. I'm telling you, if Nany and Bananas win this shit, look, I'm gonna be a liar. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Damn it. I cursed. I'm trying not to curse. I'm trying not to curse. If Nany and Bananas win, I'm still gonna watch. But we kind of know this show is rigged, but we still enjoy it, and then we still come online and read them down. But we still gonna watch. I'm ready for them to usher in a new generation of vets. Like, some of these people need to go ahead and retire. Go on over there to All Stars. I heard All Stars 4 is coming back. They've cleared All Stars 4 and they're working on the casting. I cannot wait. And then I'm about to go off subject real quick. I saw the cast for this global competition. The global competition looks like a mixture of Challenge USA and the Challenge 38. I'm like, where are the global people? It's like 3 international competitors on the global competition. I'm like, I thought the people who won each franchise, USA, UK, Argentina, Australia, Japan, those people were going to compete. Where are they? Look, I'm not about to go down that rabbit hole on this review. We'll read the cast down later, because I don't know if y'all saw. Did I retweet it? I think I retweeted it. If I didn't, it's out there. Follow me on Twitter, Kiss My Cheeks TV. As we get closer to this global competition, we will go over the cast. But if the cast, because not the girl named Annalise, Alyssa is on the cast. Alyssa. I'm hoping that was fake news. I'm gonna let it marinate and see what the real cast gonna be, but we shall see. He just needs to come back on a solo season. I agree. I tweeted that as well. Like, Nom, let these partners go. It's not your thing. I find it hard to believe Nany didn't know that Casey was going to come back into the game. Wasn't going to come back into the game. I agree with you, Andrew. I agree. Because she was right there, hiding around the bush. And why Casey and her brother get to go last? Now, you all, I'm going to plug a little bit of Twitter. I love Twitter. I have fallen in love with Twitter Spaces. Kamisha Reviews, follow her on YouTube and on Twitter. Every Wednesday night at 8:30, right after the episode, she hosts a Twitter Space. It's a good time. It is a great time. Like, this past Wednesday, everybody was there. I think Johnny came back, not Bananas, but the rookie Johnny. Norris was there. Chauncey was there. She co-hosts the show with Cinco. Cinco is her co-host. And Jay from Survivor was there. Olivia was there. Like, it's kind of like the challenge. It was like the challenge after show where we could ask them questions and then they just talked. And of course you're listening because you don't want to interrupt their conversation, but they give you so much behind the scene tea in the spaces. And it's a good time. Some of you might have been there. It was hundreds of people in the space. So if you don't, if you want to like listen to some of the people that were actually on the show and give you some behind the tea stuff, check out Kamisha Reviews, Twitter, 8:30, right after the episode. It's Kamisha and Cinco. They host the space. Now, I said all that to say, the question I asked Chauncey, because at the time he was the only person in the space when I asked my question, do you think Bananas and Nany really won the challenge? Like, with your eyeballs, were they the fastest there? And everyone in the space confirmed, yes, Olivia was there at that time too. Yes, Bananas and Nany did their thing. They were fast. Visually, it looked like they won. I was like, okay, go ahead, Bananas and Nany. All right. So they said it wasn't rigged. Like, they said they really won the daily. So I forgot my point of view. But I think to say, because y'all know what I was getting ready to say. I don't trust the competitions when there isn't a rolling clock on the screen. So that was my question, because I'd be like, "Ooh, look at production letting Nany and Bananas win," and they just got into the competition. But they said no, they did a good job. Amber is a better competitor than Nany, and she only won one season. I agree with that. But Amber don't know her times tables. Look, I'm sorry, Amber. I'm always gonna shade you on that girl. If you don't get it together, get it together. You talking, ooh, math. I'm like, girl, I like Nany, but she does. But how does she deserve it if she doesn't even work out and she smoked damn cigarettes? I said I wasn't gonna curse. Y'all putting curse words in the chat. I'm trying not to curse as much. Nany, you heard her the whole episode. Look, Bananas, I told you I worked out. I told you I've been lifting weights. Look, Nany dates KC now. KC probably has her in the gym. So she probably will be a better competitor this season. We shall see. Unpopular opinion, but Anissa is slightly better than Nany. That's not unpopular to me. I think Anissa is a great competitor. I think Anissa has just aged out. And not that Anissa is old, but Anissa physically has aged out. Like, Anissa doesn't keep up the workouts like some of the other older competitors do. No shade, Anissa, but it's true. But Anissa can win her eliminations, and she's good at daily. So Anissa is another person. Like, if we just gonna say who deserves to be a champ but ain't never got to be one, why we ain't put somebody with Anissa to help her get one? I'd rather give Tori or Anissa a win than Nany. Not Tori. Tori can still deserve one. Can still work to get one on her own. She doesn't need to be given one. But I agree. Anissa deserves one because Anissa has a better record. Really, production, we giving Nany all the people. I already said all this, but I agree with everything you said, Miguel. Koki, you said don't give Leroy too much. I love him, and he's a physical beast, but he's mediocre at everything else. He needs Bananas or Cam to get close to a win. Out of love for Leroy, I'm just going to say Koki said that. Koki said that. Not Angie. They could have replaced Nany with someone way better and interesting. I never really thought of Banana and Nany as ride or dies. I've seen Bananas have closer friendships with many other people. I just know that he slept with Nany in the off season. But let's move on. Why are you surprised Nany did that to Turbo? She claimed to be Leroy's sister, but she screwed him over in the past. Agreed. Like, Leroy, I know Leroy is retired, but to me, Leroy and Nany would have been better ride or dies, even though I don't think they're ride or dies either. But they started this journey together, and that was Leroy's whole thing last season. I wouldn't want to run this with anyone else but Nany, because Nany and I were on Vegas, whatever, real world together. Like, let's move on. I shaded Nany enough. I got to get into what she did to Turbo. I would have. Georgia and Theo were on the list. I forgot what they said happened to them, but I like Georgia and Theo. I would have loved to see them too. No, I hate you hate mercenaries. Those eliminations are always rigged for them. Not really. Cam beat up on Ashley. No, Tori. And I think she beat up on Ashley too. Like, when the mercenaries came in with Cam sent them mercenaries on home. Like, bye. You try, but not today. It depends. And then Derek and Joss. Like, Derek was a mercenary. Derek did win, but didn't they end up calling it a draw? They were in there so long. Some mercenaries be good. I agree too, because how unfair some leaving and others come in. I agree. I'm telling y'all, I would bet good money. I would bet good money that girl Emmy did not be like, I'm tired of, because I saw a live. Y'all know how I talk. I'm going all over the place. I saw it live. I didn't watch the whole thing because I believe I was working. I think I tuned in for a couple of minutes where she was complaining. She was like, "I'm this big time reality star in Germany, and I came all the way out here to the U.S. to do this show and to come on and be on U.S. TV." And like she was pretty much saying, "Bitch, I ain't come all the way over here to go home. Bitch, what you mean?" And I don't think she couldn't say those exact words, but the way she was leading the conversation, like, I'm all this in Germany, I came over here for an opportunity. It didn't sound like she said, "Ooh, I'm too good for this. I want to go home." I don't think Emmy quit at all. At all. Tori is overrated and isn't that smart, in my opinion. I mean, that's not an unpopular opinion, Andrew, but I like Tori. Tori and Devin, I don't know what it is about this season. Maybe it's that I like the season right now. Tori and Devin aren't bothering me this season. Not yet. Look, Dabu, we all love Anissa, but Anissa not about to win anything. Anissa had her opportunity to run a final over there on All Stars, and it took Big Easy to coach her to the end. Anissa is not going to win this. Even if Anissa makes it to the final with Jordan, it would be extremely shocking because it does not look like she has trained for this. I don't think she would win the final. It could be set up for her to make it to the end, but I don't see her winning a final. I missed the old challenge when the drama was authentic and interesting. This was authentic drama, but let's go. Let me see how many more comments I got. I got a lot more comments. I want to read them all. I don't want y'all to feel like I'm ignoring them. I am loving Olivia and Horacio already. I do like Olivia. I liked Olivia from Love Island, and Horacio was just fine. They're tough competitors, and they're the cutest pair in the confessionals. Look, the rookies are doing their thing. I enjoy the rookies this season, period. But okay, I'm going to leave this comment here just so I know where I left off, and then I will scroll down. I will come back. I'm going to scroll to the bottom to see what everybody's talking about, but I'll come back so I'll know what to come back to. Look, Lord, I'm scrolling the wrong way. See? It's a long night. Let's get in. Her knee is messed up. Who messed up their knee? Tori? Anissa? Oh, yes. Anissa did have surgery on her knee recently. Anissa, sit down. Stay on that podcast. And I can tell y'all right now in TV, I cancel my iHeartRadio. I don't want to listen to Tori and Anissa. I want to listen to Devin and Davon. If Devin and Davon ain't on the podcast, I don't want to hear it. But anyway, let's move on to the next big thing. So Bananas and Nany win the elimination. Nany comes in the house and is like, Turbo, I heard you want to go elimination. What's up? You want to go in? Because I can help you go in. Now, she didn't say it like that. I'm just putting my spin on it. Let me tell you why this is bullshit. And if I was Turbo, I would have cussed her ass out too. This is not a season where TJ has said, you got to get a skull to run my final, so you better go into elimination and get your skull if you want to run my final. No. When TJ was on that boat talking, not TJ, Turbo was on that boat talking shit. That's what Turbo does. Now, on the Twitter space last night, a lot of the castmates that were in the space confirmed that Turbo did argue and fuss and fight with majority of the house. Like, pretty much, he didn't fuss too much with the rookies or the people that he shared a room with, but everybody else he fought with. He was Hollywood. He was a little bit of an asshole. I don't care. I like Turbo. I think he's great for TV, and I like his energy. Now, with all that being said, Bananas and Nany were not there for when he went off on the boat. Bananas and Nany were not there when Turbo was spewing, put me in elimination, I don't care. So, Nany, you knew he was talking shit. And he was just saying, bitch, I'm not about to argue with you. I'll whoop all of y'all ass in elimination. Put me in. He was talking shit. He was not saying, I want to go in. I want to risk going home. Now, what pissed me off even more is Nany comes to him and says, look, Turbo, if you don't want to go in, just say it. And Turbo is looking at her like, look, if I want to go in, I'll let you know. Bitch, I ain't let you know. So I'm telling you, I don't want to go in. It's the way Nany was talking to him, like, you have to talk to me, you have to beg me, you have to kiss my ass and say you don't want to go in, where we all know Johnny Bananas. Bananas was putting Turbo in point blank and period. Nany went in there to soften the blow. Like, oh, Turbo, you said you wanted to go in, so I guess you're going to go in because Banana's putting you in anyway. Like, Nany, don't play with us like we ain't watched this shit for 38 seasons. Bananas was putting Turbo in elimination, period. So what you were doing in Turbo's face meant nothing. It meant nothing. You were trying to cover your ass. You were trying to make it look like you were doing him a favor by asking him if he wanted to go in or not. No, you were playing in his face, and that's why he played in your face. I said some curse words. Oh, Lord. I didn't even know I was cursing. You was playing in his face, girlfriend, and I did not appreciate that. And if I was Turbo, I would have cussed you out too and walked on. And you talking about, you have to talk to me. Nobody owes you any reason. I mean, we should respect people, but you came to him with the disrespect. He don't have to sit there and listen to you or talk to you, and then Laura all in the confessional. I can't believe Turbo isn't letting Nany talk. I can't believe Turbo. Like, girl, that's like, how would you feel if Nany would have came to you? Girl, you said you could beat anybody elimination. You want to go in? It doesn't make sense. So I was here for Turbo. I was here for his energy. I was here from him not paying Nany no attention. I was here for him telling Nany to kiss his ass and be like, I ain't got to sit in this tribal, whatever, what is the room called when they sit across from the table from each other? I done forgot already. I ain't got to sit here and talk to you because y'all putting me in anyway. What we sitting here talking about? I'm not about to kiss your ass. I'm not about to beg you. Nany, please save me from elimination. Please don't put me in just for Johnny to put you in anyway. The interrogation. Y'all, you're not about to interrogate me. You're not about to play me for a fool. Go ahead and put me in. Now, y'all, I was on Twitter Spaces, so I didn't watch the elimination. But I knew Turbo went home, and I heard it was some kind of memory game and that it looked hard, but the entire cast helped Olivia and Horatio. Olivia and her partner, so they could win. So they really didn't have to memorize. And we all know Turbo is a physical beast. The puzzle would have been an equalizer if the other team wasn't getting help, but they got the help, and Turbo and his partner went home. But if it was a pole wrestle or anything else, I don't know. Olivia, that might have been y'all ass. I don't know. But I hope Turbo comes back. It kind of feels like he could care less. Like, did he come to do y'all a favor? Did he come to get us to watch and be like, I'll go home anyway? I don't know. He's a big time movie star over there in Turkey, so I like Turbo. And his little bun look cute, and he walks around his sunglasses like. Let's go to the comments. I know I'm about to go backwards. I want to know how y'all felt about Turbo talking to Nany the way that he did. Now, a lot of people are like, a man shouldn't talk to a woman like that. That's disrespect and all this. I don't get caught up in my feelings like that. I don't get caught up in my feelings. He ain't call her a bitch. He ain't say, bitch, get out my face. Like, he just said, quit talking to me. And he raised his voice. Y'all saw me on Twitter. I'm a little bit toxic, a little bit. I didn't mind his energy, but I want to know how y'all feel in the chat. So let's go through it. Okay, and then I got to get back to work. I don't want to work, y'all. I don't want to do any more work, but got to get it done. I've seen some of the cast for the global competition. Half of them can go home. Right, because half of them didn't win nothing. Over half of them didn't win nothing. For real. The global filming is the same length as a regular challenge season. This could have been 39. Really? Yes, Alyssa was on the list, Dr. Ivy. I am not lying. Alyssa was on there. Kylan was on there. I heard Wes was on there, but then he broke his foot. Bananas was on there. A lot of people from this season, like of course, Danny and Sarah. A lot of people from 38 is there. Like, I agree with what the last person said. It really could have just been the challenge 39. Why are we doing this over on Paramount Plus? Ooh, oh yes, I saw that All Stars 4 is filming in January, but I haven't seen anything about the cast. But save the palace, save the palace. That's all I want to see. Bring my palace back. Is Naya on there? Naya was on that list. I'm only excited for Naya, Theo, Darrell, and some other competitors to come back. Angie, I heard she is a stay-at-home alternative, so hopefully we're gonna see her. You must be talking about Emmy. I really don't care about Emmy at all. Like, y'all didn't give us any kind of opportunity to get to know her, but I feel how I feel. Naya, Alyssa, Kelly Ann are not champs. What the F they doing here? I agree. I don't consider Janae a champion, a younger and wait, how do we not consider Janae a champion and she just won damn near every episode of All Stars on Paramount Plus? Like, she's a 2-time All Stars champion. Look, I'm not gonna take nothing from Janae. I like her. I give you a little bit of shade every now and then, Janae, but I like you. The real competition they contacted for the global championship is Jenny from World of Worlds 2. I don't know why Jenny won't come back. Because at one point I heard she would only come back if Bananas was there, because I guess she need Bananas, kind of like how Nany need Bananas. But Bananas is on 38. Where is Jenny? They under contract, Angie. Of course they're going to say that. You right, Stormy. You right. I'll be looking for people to do hot shit talking. But that's just me. I have 10 competitors in my head that would have been better casting than the old cast. Look, all them people on the global competition could have just went over there to All Stars, and they could maybe it's the All Stars forecast, and they trolling us with like Kylan and Alyssa. Because that's what it looked like. A lot of these people look like All Stars because Derek is there. I'm like, what is going on here? And how is Derek, who I'm assuming would be a good person to be on All Stars 4? I mean, who they gonna put on All Stars 4? I don't know. I'm hoping they was trolling us with that cast they put out on Twitter. That's all I'm gonna say. Anissa got Jordan. Nobody's getting her to win if he can't. She definitely needs production's help. Well, everybody's just being shady. Nany and Bananas dated for a minute. Really? Because I heard they just hooked up in the off season. But my memory bad. My memory is bad. Leroy and Nany were on the same show together. Yes, Real World Vegas. Point 2. Emmy was on live Instagram sharing Josh and Corey Lay. Why is she talking to them? Oh, shady. What Corey Lay do to her? Corey Lay hasn't been on in 2-3 seasons. Corey ain't did nothing to Emmy. Now Josh, I mean, he's an easy read. Josh is easy. And saying that Josh flirted with her during quarantine when they were alternates. I mean, you're a nice looking lady. What you wanted him to do? Cuss you out? You should be flattered somebody wants to flirt with your ass. Look, Emmy, don't make me mad at you and don't make me defend Josh. What Dr. Ivy said. What Dr. Ivy said. I'm trying to be nice to Anissa. Tori and Devin always bothers me, and I still love how Turbo sat Devin's ass down. Yes. What the fuck you mean? Damn it. What you mean, Sword, stay out here? Like, I already talked about how I felt about that. I did not think it was racist, but I did not think it was an appropriate joke to tell. You don't know Turbo like that. That's not your friend. You joke with your friends. Now, Tori, let's talk about Tori real quick. To me, Tori knows that Jordan is coming. Because why did she get a whole segment talking about, oh, Jordan broke my heart and I was depressed and I'm on my meds now, so I'm good. Now, I'm happy you on your meds, girl. I don't play with mental health and I'm not joking about that. But I'm just saying, why are we talking about your breakup? You broke up with Jordan 2 seasons ago. You could have been said this. And if you're going to tell why, if you're going to say Jordan broke up with you, tell us why. That's what we want to know. What you do. But I just have a feeling Tori knows Jordan is coming and she's prepping us. She's prepping us for the moment for her and Jordan to have some kind of emotional breakthrough conversation. I don't know. I don't want to see it if we're not going to hear the true tea. Because we have to sit here and watch y'all get engaged and go through that mushy stuff. We had to sit here and watch y'all have a whole engagement party and y'all couldn't even make it one challenge season before y'all broke up. You saw Fessy, y'all went on vacation, and it was a go. And it was over. And see, Jordan, haven't you learned how you meet them or how you get them is how you lose them? When you got with Tori, she was with her man, Derek. And that's all I'm going to say. Let's move on, because if they ain't going to tell me the true story, I don't care. I don't care. She's already injured. Okay, I read that. Anissa. You believe Emmy quit? Okay. The T, tell me the T, Koki. Her and Nam had never met before. I could believe that. He refused to pick a ride or die, so his manager just picked a woman to go. I wouldn't be shocked if Emmy never saw an episode. He could have had Ninja be his ride or die, because they both do the Ninja Warrior games. Nam and Emmy met each other at look, MTV, stop with the funny ass names. Just have a seat. Just call it 38. If you want people to be in partners, put them in partners. But stop with the ride or dies, because these people are not ride or dies. And let's just move on. Tori and Nisa are getting better at the podcast. They're still nowhere near as good as Devin and Devon, and they will never be, because Devin and Devon have the personality. That's what Devin and Devon do. They're podcasters. They're entertainment. I forgot the name, but Devin used to be on the Wendy Williams show. Like, they have the personality for this type of podcast. Tori and Anissa are boring. And then Devin and Devon are impartial. Tori and Anissa are going to tell you the story that they want to be heard. They aren't going to shade their friends. Look, I done already said what I had to say, iHeartRadio. If you want my $4.99 a month back, you know what to do. I would have done the same thing and throw Turbo's ass in, because I wouldn't want to run against him. Look, I'm not mad. Look, I'm not mad at Bananas for throwing Turbo in off bat. That is a great game move. But don't send Nany in the room talking about, oh, Turbo, I heard you wanted to go in. Bitch, get out my face. I'll take my chance with Jordan, Darrell, and Bananas. All of them probably about to make the final. Just use the reason that he wasn't getting along with anyone in the house. Look, just put him in. Nany, do what you always do any other season. Sit down, be cute, and be quiet, and let Bananas do the talking. But you sitting up here trying to act like this is your game move. No, ma'am, it is not. We know who runs that partnership. Don't let me get mad. Vontae said I done used up all the curse words, and I was trying not to curse. But I heard on YouTube you just got to make it through the first 10 minutes, and then your video could be monetized. But I'm still trying not to curse. But if I can at least make it the first 10 minutes, I'm good. They were always going to fuck over Turbo. I agree. They just needed to be a BS excuse to justify it, and that's it. And I could see Laurel not giving him the champagne on the boat to get him riled up from the beginning in the first place. Because all these people, look, we've already heard from Wes. We already know who's going to be on the show. They call each other way before the show. You can't tell me Bananas ain't call up all of his vet friends and let him know, look, we're going to be there, but we're going to be a week late because we get a 2-week pass. We get a 2-week no elimination free card. What Nany did was unnecessary. All she had to do was not say anything and go with the majority of the house. Agreed. Just put Turbo name on the wall. Turbo, you're one of the 4. And then when you get into that interrogation room, let Bananas say because you're a threat. And Turbo would have been like, oh, okay, bet. I'm going to whoop whoever ass you put in against me. Maybe not at a puzzle. I don't know. I don't like seeing Nany grab Turbo that way. I agree, Dabu, because if Turbo would have yanked up Nany, oh, he would be banned. He would be banned from MTV. How dare you put your hands on a woman? And then Laurel, I'm so happy Nany gets to say what she wants to say and Turbo has to be quiet. Shut up, Laurel. I was giving you a clean slate this season. Don't work my nerve by episode 2. Right, the interrogation room. I'm going to get the names together. It's only 2 episodes. I'm going to get it together. I don't think Turbo can blow up anyone's game because I don't think Turbo has the knowledge to blow up anyone's game. And it's very clear it's vets versus rookies. Except for this season, we have rookies that are no punk. And that's it. And then on the Twitter space, everybody said on the Twitter space that next week episode is going to be fire. I don't know what's going on next week. Like I said, I didn't watch the elimination, so I haven't watched the preview for the upcoming episode. But everybody said next week is going to be fire. I can't wait to watch and get back to the Twitter space. Tribunal. 2 words, 1 finger. I don't know what that means. I'm probably on here saying foolishness. I'm not drunk this week, y'all, but my brain is exhausted. I said the same thing, Koki. Turbo doesn't know any dirt. He doesn't know any dirt. He would have tried to do anything to put a target on someone else. I don't think Turbo is even that savvy in the game. Turbo is a physical competitor. Like, even remember when Turbo was Nany's partner, that's when Nany was in the leadership role. She was running the strategy that season. He sat back and let Nany do her thing. Turbo is there to compete. If you put me in, I'm going to fight to the death. I ain't no puns or whatever. But he going to fight to the end. And that's it. Turbo is there just to compete. He's not there really for the politics of it all. And that's why I like Turbo. I want to see him come back. Turbo needs to come back when Theo can come back, Georgia, people that have his back. He didn't have anybody really this season that had his back but Nany, and Nany would throw anybody under the bus for an opportunity to be a champion. Even if the house didn't help them, Turbo would have lost because he doesn't communicate well with his partner. Agreed. I don't even know why this girl was there. Look, everybody preseason was like, this girl destroyed her relationship to come on this season with Turbo. To go home week 2, girl. She was a good ass competitor. Like, the women this season are great competitors. Like, I'm really excited about the competition this year. We'll see. Turbo's too arrogant. Agreed. Ain't nothing wrong with being arrogant when you are a champ the first time on the field. Trying to put a target on someone else would be plain scared, and that's beneath him. I just think Turbo doesn't know how to play the game. Turbo is like, look, I don't have to say nobody's name. If you say my name, I'm going to go in there, I'm going to whip some ass. Don't bring Turbo back unless Paulie and Cara are there to help him as backup. Yeah, he needs some backup. I agree. I want to see Turbo again. What Nany did was so unnecessary. Facts. And everybody, oh, he shouldn't have talked to Nany like that. Why? Who was she? She talked to everybody else disrespectfully. I'm not too high on Turbo. I keep hearing more and more about how he treated Tamara in the house, and it's not a good look at all. I heard too. I heard too. I ain't see it, but people could be lying on him. You never know. But I heard he was not the friendliest, and he yelled at her a lot. But look, bitch, yell at his ass back. Shit. You saw how Ninja and D got lit up in his ass. Look, yell at his ass back. Bitch, ain't nobody tell you to be quiet. Let me stop. Yeah, it just made Turbo angrier. I agree. I'm talking about Alyssa on the global. I don't care nothing about Alyssa. Please let her be an alternate, and please let her not show up and be needed. Jordan gonna cuss out Anissa majority of the episodes, guaranteed. And it's not gonna be because he dislikes Anissa. When Jordan is in competition mode, he wants to win. And he's gonna cuss out of frustration. And then he'll apologize and they'll get over it. Corey Lay said something about her on Twitter. What? We don't know you. What we possibly got to say about you, Emmy girl? All I said is that you was cute. Because that's all I know. Ain't nobody watching German TV. We don't know what you did over there, girl. Corey couldn't have said anything that bad for her to be talking about him. And let me stop defending Corey like he my friend. Tori still sad over the Jordan breakup as if she didn't have Fessy. Or Kels. Or Emmanuel. Stop it, Tori. Right, Dabu. She cheated on someone else with Jordan. That's probably what happened, but like they're not saying. I hope they do say. Nobody knew Jordan, Darrell, Veronica would be there. It was also going to be a secret. Bananas would be there, but production messed up and they found out. They all knew Nany and Anissa were going to be there. So Jordan, Darrell, and Veronica are a secret. I know Jordan is a secret because he stepped in for Anissa's partner, but they kept Darrell and Veronica a secret. Why? And when do they show up? Like, everybody should have showed up this week. Everybody should have came around the corner when Casey and Kenny came around the corner. Like, when are Jordan and Anissa popping up? And when is Darrell and Veronica popping up? Why do they get a free pass? I don't want production's favorites on the podcast. Oh, that my point exactly. Their opinions are very biased. Very. We should just keep the D&D podcast. But as we all know, MTV isn't smart. Look, y'all are commenting. Okay, I'm almost through all the comments. Okay. Oh, Koki. Yes. Michelle and they're crying, and Nany is her sister. And Jay is like, is this how she won Survivor? Yes, that's how she won. She won because she wasn't that smart and they hated the person that should have won. And I forgot who that person was. Like, I don't even remember Michelle's season of Survivor that she won, but I knew I wouldn't have voted for her ass. But look, Michelle, stop it. You've known Nany for 5 minutes. And if you've ever watched any part of the challenge, Nany calls Leroy her brother, and she's known Leroy for almost 2 damn decades, and she shits on Leroy every opportunity she has to help her unholy alliance get a little bit further in the game. When it comes to the challenge, Nany only cares about Nany. Michelle, go back and watch a couple of seasons and you would learn. Save your tears for something else, not this. I wouldn't beg Nany. Michelle, the person you should have cried to was Bananas. You need to go ahead and start a little showmance. You see Olivia getting her little showmance with Nelson, Horacio hooking up with Laurel. You need to go get your little showmance with Bananas because Bananas is the one running that team. Nany is just there hoping for the win. Period. Twitter needs a podcast. No, I don't like the podcast. I don't care what they're doing. I don't listen. I don't listen. Turbo was going to be mad at Nany regardless, and she just made him more mad. I don't think so. Turbo was excited to see Nany. Turbo would have worked with Nany and Bananas. He gave Bananas respect. He was like, you're 7-time champion. I respect you for that. You know, Turbo came in there positive with them. Nany came to him. You want to go into elimination, right? No, bitch. Angie, don't get mad. Don't get mad. I got work to do. I'm not even going backwards over that. I'm not going to go backwards over that. You're not getting Turbo versus right. That's what we're not getting. Turbo versus Jordan. And that might be for the best. Though I'm hoping Jordan is more mature. I'm hoping Jordan is more grown up and he wouldn't be there for the beef. I don't think Turbo would really be there for the beef unless Jordan started something back up. But maybe that was for the best. Maybe that was for the best. I'd rather see their drama than I agree, but I don't want to see Jordan and Turbo because Turbo would go home again. Turbo, he does need a little bit of anger management. You need to learn how to say what you got to say and then calm down. Say what you got to say, then calm down. How you feel about Jay and Michelle's decision and how much longer they'll last on the show? Look, Jay and Michelle, I appreciate their decision. They pulled the safety dagger. They made a promise to Johnny and Raven that they would save them. You can't back down on the promise. Jay has been screwed in this game since whatever fake beef Josh wrapped up in his mind. People just don't trust Jay. So he's trying to gain trust back amongst the cast. So if he would have saved Olivia and Horacio, Johnny and Raven would have been pissed, and then the whole cast would have been like, "Oh, you promised Johnny and Raven, and you crossed them." So So no, Jay and Michelle did the same thing. I don't even know why Michelle was like, "Oh, the house would be mad at us." Girl, if you ain't over the Angie, don't read Michelle no more. Michelle, do what Nany is doing. Your sister. Don't read Michelle. Just sit there and be quiet. Hey, my Vontae, they're sitting ducks at the bottom of the total poll. I agree because they've looped them in with the rookies. So Amber B and Chauncey got a better standing in the house than Jay and Michelle right about now. Like they're gonna constantly, whatever a vet wins, they're gonna constantly be one of the four. They better be good at eliminations, and I don't think Michelle too good at these eliminations. I like Jay. I love Jay on Survivor. I really do. Jay is good at the challenge. I just think he got off on the wrong foot. Like D fucked it up for him because he wasn't even really paying D any attention. D wanted to make Rogan jealous. So she started kissing up on Jay and was like, shit, I'm here for it. You know, you're going to give me a kiss. I'm going to take it. And then that's when Rogan was like, he got to keep going in. Jay got to keep going in. And then, of course, he got into a physical elimination with somebody 4 times his size and he went home. And it just seems like every season they make Jay to seem like he's not trustworthy. I think this is a season where the rookies can win these dailies as well. So I think it's going to be a back and forth of power. Like if the rookies win, vets taking their ass to elimination. If the vets win, rookies, y'all taking y'all ass to elimination. So I think Jay can make it halfway through. If he could win a couple of eliminations, I think Jay needs to win some dailies. Jay, you need to win some dailies. Yep. Mm-hmm. But I think they have a good position in the game. Jay won more than that elimination. He won that first elimination where he had to hold on like he was rock climbing against the boy that Nany was having sex with. You know, the little boy with the curly hair. Nany was fooling around with him, and Jay sent him home. Then he sent CT home, and then Rogan sent him home. I like Jay. I really hope. I really see Jay needs more Survivor people, not Michelle. He really needed Michaela. He really needed bring more Survivor people over to MTV. Yeah, Dabu, I said forget the no cussing. I think I just got to make it the first 10 minutes. Then I could curse. But I'm still trying not to curse as much because it's not ladylike. I would have picked Ozzy. Ozzy would be good. Ozzy might be too old. Not old as in age, but like he might not be down for the foolishness of the house. So they're kind of the same height, same weight. Like if Ozzy didn't go over there and do the CBS challenge, I know he ain't coming over to MTV. They do way too much foolishness over there. Jordan popped up at the end. Oh, okay. So he'll be there next week. Okay. I missed it. I missed it. And since I know went home, I ain't got to watch Elimination. But so when is Darrell and Veronica coming in? Because, I guess they come in a week after that. I'm so tired. I'm so tired of them keep bringing new people in. Koki thinking what I'm thinking. Ozzy was on that show Snake in the Grass on USA. That's a really good show. It's kind of like The Mole, but in one episode, and each week is 4 different competitors. I still got to watch the one with the Big Brother and Survivor ladies, but that wasn't even Ozzy. That was Malcolm. Angie, shut up. Angie, shut up. I got the names wrong. Michelle is manipulative, and I'm glad Nany said, girl, it's the game. Agreed. Girl, ain't nobody got time for your tears. Nany is the master of crying, getting drunk, cussing out her best friends, fighting, and then the next day crying and apologizing. And Michelle, you can't use that trick on Nany. She's the one who created that. Girl. Mod, I love the challenge. Please watch it. You're only behind 2 episodes. If you like competition and house drama, you will love the challenge. It's really good. This season is so far so good. The rookies are badass. I like it. I can name way better competitors on Survivor that could bring it to the challenge than Jay. I think Jay is a great competition. Kelly Whitworth is another one. I don't think she'll be here for the bullshit of the house. For Survivor, you got to think younger. The older Survivor players, they not gonna put up with all that drinking, fussing, and fighting. No, I just don't see it. And then if you listen, go to the Twitter Spaces, y'all. Go to the Twitter Spaces. Kiss My Cheeks TV, Kamisha reviews. Listen, if you listen to a lot of people that played on the Challenge USA, they don't even want to do the shit again. They're like, we only did this shit over here for CBS for the USA because we were hoping to go over to MTV. A lot of those Survivor players don't even want to do. They ain't here for the challenge. I don't even know if the Challenge USA will have a season 2 because a lot of people was like, we ain't doing that shit again. I was excited for Jay in the beginning. Now he's a letdown. Let's keep watching. We don't know what he's going to do this season. Let's keep watching. Let's just keep watching. Abby Maria, she would be great. She would be entertaining. Y'all really don't like Jay. Yeah, I like Jay, but he will always be taken out early if the vets are in power for any season he is in. That's why if they would usher in a new generation of vets, like if Jay, because he's been on enough seasons where he can be considered a veteran player. If they let go of the bananas, send them over there to All Stars, Wes, Derek, all of them, and usher. Even let Casey, Fessy, and Josh have a break. Tori Devin, usher in a new generation of players. Jay could be in the top spot. But I agree with what you're saying, Miguel. As long as we got bananas, CT, Darrell, and all them popping up, yeah, they're gonna be like, bye, Jay, you gotta go. Also, Michelle calling. I ain't hear that. I felt bad for Jay previously, but he is as slimy as they say. I don't get slimy from Jay at all. I think Jay had a very bad rap from the season with Rogan, and then he came back the next season. He was cool with the Survivor players, and to Josh decided he wanted Jay to go in because he was scared he might to go in. So no, I think Jay got a bad rep. He never got a good footing in this game. If he could have stayed true with Fessy, KC, and Josh, that Big Brother alliance, Jay would be as big of a star as Fessy and the rest of them, but Josh decided no, Jay, he did something to me, and we all know how Josh is. So I'm not gonna say Jay is slimy, and if he is, he deserves it because they've been slimy to him since he showed up. When MTV sees the way the podcast ratings would drop from switching, has it dropped? I know iHeart got one drop, me. Because the only reason I got that iHeartRadio was to listen to Devin and Davon. So they might not need my $5. I don't know. Jay owes these people no loyalty. Facts. They threw him in to the point of being concussed. Right. And they was wrong as hell for that shit with Rogan. Rogan picked that boy up and bam, his whole body weight on him. And then they expected him to get up and go again. And when he was like, where am I? Like, I'm not mad at him for quitting that shit. You're not about to put all your body weight on me again. You won. You know you're stronger than me. I'm not even mad at Jay for that. Amber finally wakes up and realizes that the vets don't want you, girl. That's the best thing about it. That's the best thing about it. But the only thing about it is they haven't looped Amber in with the rookies. See, Amber is in a good spot. She can play both sides. She know Big Brother ain't shit. She know Fessy and KC will throw her in at the drop. But they haven't figured out that she's working with the rookies yet. And I hope Amber can play both sides. I would love for her to get some revenge on Fessy. I would love to see Amber and Chauncey win a daily and put Fessy ass on the board. I want to see it. I want to see it. I don't know. Banana stole Jay, girl, and made Jay the guy not to trust. What girl did Banana steal of Jay's? I done forgot that tea. I don't know. Good point, Angie. You're right about Jay. Didn't think of that. I know. I like Jay. See, I always have some good points for the people I like. And I heard Jay and Michaela were supposed to be partners this season. Something went down. I don't know what, but Michaela blocked it. And I'm like, damn, Michaela, you mad at Jay? But then how could they really be ride or dies when he voted your ass off on Survivor? That would have been fake. But I want to see Michaela back too. I want to see Michaela come back. Tori and what they say on the podcast, they had the nerve to say on their podcast they were shocked that Amber didn't want to. No, you're just shocked that Amber didn't want to come over and kiss y'all ass and beg to not go into elimination and just for y'all to throw her in the first chance y'all got. I'm so happy people giving the vets they ass to kiss. I'm so happy to see that. I see Jay winning at least 2 eliminations before going home. I agree. I don't know about Michelle. It depends on what the elimination is. Jay needs to be on solo seasons. Like, I don't think Michelle is a good partner for him, but we shall see. We shall see. I don't know. Natalie is somebody. Yes. See, if Jay could have got Natalie had to go home early that season because she was pregnant. He had a strong survivor surround. Like, we need Natalie back. I don't know if Natalie would do it again. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see, y'all. We'll see. We got to put energy in the atmosphere. Y'all, I'm talking way too much and I got a desk full of work to do. I'm going to read a few more comments and then I'm going to go. I will be back maybe tomorrow night for Love is Blind season 3, the first 4 episodes. I've already watched episode 1. And then, of course, Sunday night, 6 p.m. Central is Kitchen Table Talk. And that's going to be a good time. But, don't tell me nothing about the mole. I saw it in the chat. Don't tell me nothing about the mole. Y'all know I've been at work. I've been at work. I have not watched it. Please. I see you, Vontae. You didn't say who the mole was. Please don't tell me. Matter of fact, I'm not reading no more comments. I love y'all. But somebody down below might have said they want to tell you about it, Vontae, and I can't see. I'm gonna be mad if I see the. I haven't looked at Twitter. I posted to Twitter, but I have not looked at Twitter all day. And do you know how hard that is for me? That's like my little bit of, how when you at work and you just need a quick 2 minute escape, I will go to Twitter and start scrolling. I have not looked at Twitter all day, all day, because I don't want to know who the mole is. I don't want to know. Matter of fact, forget Love is Blind. I gotta watch the rest of the mole tonight so I don't get spoiled. And then I'll watch Love is Blind. But y'all know I'll put it on my social media and YouTube when I set the live up. Now, Miguel, I see this one comment. I'm gonna try not to go too far because I don't want to be spoiled. Natalie, I'm hoping you say Natalie and Michaela could be partners. I would love to see that. Lindsay, Parvati, Kelly, Chrissy, Brad Culpepper. You reached for Brad Culpepper, not like reach, but like he has to be old now. But y'all, I have talked my little brain off. I needed this. I have probably another hour or two of work to do. So I appreciate you all joining me tonight on this live so I could, just release some stress. Even though I have my good tequila, I still release some stress and I had a good time. So thank you all so much. I appreciate your support of my channel and the show. I will work on the cursing next Friday, but I think I did good. I think I made it a good hour before I just said forget it. So I did a good job. Again, before I leave, if you didn't see it the first time, please like this video. I appreciate it. Please subscribe to Kiss My Cheeks TV. If you enjoy the content, go ahead and hit subscribe. Your girl does the challenge, Survivor, Big Brother, Love is Blind, The Mole. I do it all. I love competition reality shows, and we have a good time because I feel like I give real talk reviews, and that's needed. We need some real talk reviews, and we have a good time in the chat. So that is it. I guess let me go do what I got to do so I can enjoy the rest of my weekend. Thank you all so much. I'll see you all later on. I will put the lives out there. I will see you later. Have a good night, y'all. Have a shot or a drink for me. Bye.